Have you ever wondered what makes Jesus' Sermon on the Mount so transformative? This iconic sermon is packed with teachings that have shaped Christian ethics and behavior for centuries. From the blessings of the Beatitudes to the powerful message of loving your enemies, Jesus' words offer timeless wisdom and guidance. We'll also explore the profound simplicity of the Lord's Prayer, the importance of humble giving, and the principle of the Golden Rule. Each teaching challenges us to live with greater compassion, humility, and integrity. Now let's explore these key teachings and understand how they continue to inspire and guide us today. The Beatitudes. The Beatitudes are a series of blessings that Jesus pronounced on those who exhibit qualities such as humility, mercy, and righteousness. Picture a crowd gathered on a mountainside, listening to Jesus speak words of hope and promise. He begins with the Beatitudes, each one starting with "Blessed are," offering a radical vision of who is truly blessed in the kingdom of heaven. Those who are poor in spirit, recognizing their need for God, those who mourn and are comforted, the meek who inherit the earth, and those who hunger and thirst for righteousness are all blessed. Jesus also speaks blessings over the merciful, the pure in heart, the peacemakers, and those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. These statements turn worldly values upside down, highlighting that true blessings come not from wealth or power, but from embodying these virtuous qualities. The Beatitudes set the tone for Jesus' teachings, emphasizing a kingdom where the humble and compassionate are honored and rewarded by God. This profound introduction to the Sermon on the Mount remains a cornerstone of Christian ethics and spirituality. The Lord's Prayer. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus teaches his followers how to pray with what is now known as the Lord's Prayer. Imagine being there, hearing Jesus offer a simple yet profound guide for communicating with God. This prayer begins with addressing God as our Father, establishing a personal and intimate relationship. It emphasizes seeking God's will, not just our own desires, asking for daily sustenance, and recognizing our dependence on Him. Jesus also highlights the importance of forgiveness, urging us to seek God's forgiveness while committing to forgive others. This balance of reverence, petition, and repentance encapsulates the essence of a sincere and humble prayer life. The Lord's Prayer serves as a timeless model for Christian prayer, guiding believers in how to approach God with their needs and praises. It's not just a set of words, but a framework for a heartfelt connection with God, reminding us of our reliance on His grace and provision. This simple prayer, taught by Jesus, continues to be a cornerstone of Christian worship and personal devotion, connecting believers to God in a profound way. Love for enemies. Jesus challenges his followers to love their enemies and pray for those who persecute them, a teaching that turns conventional wisdom on its head. Imagine hearing this message in a world where an eye for an eye was the norm. Jesus' call to love unconditionally and forgive without limit was revolutionary. This teaching asks us to go beyond our natural instincts of retaliation and instead reflect the boundless love and mercy of God. By loving our enemies, we demonstrate a higher standard of compassion and grace, mirroring the nature of God's love for humanity. Jesus highlights that true love isn't just about loving those who love us back, but extending kindness even to those who oppose us. This radical love breaks down barriers, heals divisions, and fosters a deeper understanding of what it means to live as God's children. Jesus' command to love our enemies remains one of the most challenging and transformative aspects of his teachings, encouraging us to rise above hatred and embody the divine love that changes hearts and minds. The fulfillment of the law. Jesus clarifies that he has not come to abolish the law or the prophets, but to fulfill them, presenting a profound shift in understanding. Imagine the crowd's reaction when Jesus emphasized that the laws they held sacred were not being discarded, but completed by him. He urged his followers to go beyond mere legalistic observance and to embrace the deeper, spiritual intent of these laws. It's not enough to simply avoid wrongdoing. Jesus called for a transformation of the heart. He taught that anger is as destructive as murder and that lust is as harmful as adultery. By addressing these internal states, Jesus promoted a higher standard of righteousness that seeks reconciliation and purity of heart. His teachings moved the focus from external compliance to internal transformation, urging us to cultivate a sincere and compassionate spirit. This deeper understanding of the law challenges us to live with integrity and love, fulfilling the true purpose of God's commandments. Jesus' fulfillment of the law invites us to a more profound, heartfelt obedience that transforms our relationships and our lives. Giving to the needy. Jesus instructs his followers to give to the needy in a manner that is discreet and humble, avoiding public displays of charity for the sake of recognition. Imagine the impact of hearing this in a culture where public acts of generosity were often performed for social status. Jesus emphasized that true charity comes from a place of genuine compassion and humility. He taught that when you give, your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing, highlighting the importance of sincere and selfless giving. This approach ensures that acts of kindness are done for the right reasons, aligning with the values of the kingdom of heaven. By giving quietly and without seeking praise, we reflect the pure love and generosity that God shows to us. This teaching challenges us to examine our motives and encourages us to help others out of a genuine desire to make a difference, not to boost our own image. Jesus' emphasis on humble giving underscores the importance of inner purity and true compassion in our actions, setting a standard for how we should live and give. Judging others. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus warns against judging others harshly and hypocritically. Imagine the power of his words as he taught that before criticizing others, we must first look at our own faults. This teaching encourages us to practice humility and self-awareness, recognizing that we all have imperfections. Jesus used the vivid metaphor of removing the plank from our own eye before addressing the speck in someone else's. This illustration highlights the importance of self-reflection and personal growth. By focusing on our own shortcomings, we become more compassionate and understanding toward others. Jesus' message is clear: treat others with grace and avoid harsh judgments. This approach fosters a community built on empathy and kindness rather than criticism and hypocrisy. His teaching challenges us to look inward and improve ourselves, promoting a spirit of humility and genuine care for those around us. Embracing this mindset not only helps us grow, but also creates a more loving and supportive environment for everyone. Jesus' words remind us to approach others with the same mercy and understanding we hope to receive. The Golden Rule. Jesus summarizes his ethical teachings with the Golden Rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Imagine a world where everyone practiced this principle. This simple yet profound rule captures the essence of the law and the prophets, offering a clear and universal guide for how we should treat each other. It encourages us to put ourselves in others' shoes, fostering empathy, respect, and kindness in every interaction. By following the Golden Rule, we are reminded to act with the same consideration and care that we would want for ourselves. This teaching goes beyond mere tolerance, urging us to actively seek the well-being of others. It's a call to live with integrity and compassion, ensuring that our actions reflect our values. Jesus' emphasis on the Golden Rule serves as a timeless standard for ethical behavior, promoting a harmonious and just society. By embracing this rule, we contribute to a world where love and understanding prevail, embodying the heart of Jesus' message. And that wraps up our exploration of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount and its key teachings. These timeless messages continue to inspire and guide us in our daily lives. If you found this insightful, be sure to subscribe to Glorious Gospels for more in-depth explorations of biblical teachings. Don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might benefit from these profound lessons. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more enlightening content.